What?
I'm out of here. Here we go.
140 sky, 140, 140 to sky.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, you're.
Oh, let's go!
Wait, I've killed him too.
Left below.
Spike down. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Let's go, dude! Oh my.
Keep picking me. Oh my god, I'm insane. Am I cheating? Shit.
Oh!
Please. Oh my god.
There are a lot of tournaments showcasing some of the new talent we're going to see in the Ascension League and some of these franchise teams, and honestly, they've been a pleasure to watch. So this tournament that we're going to look at today is the, what is it? The Low Bro Cup. I guess it's, I don't know if it's hosted by Taylor. I don't know if this is like a charity event or what this is, but essentially a bunch of pros got together, they drafted some teams, and they're playing against each other. Now, the one player that I want to focus on is SicK, and this is Sentinel's sixth man. Used to be on the main roster, but now is their sixth man, and I want to emphasize just how strong the Sentinel roster is going to be. SicK is a very good player. Despite not playing the game for a while, I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on him. They don't think that he has it anymore because he hasn't competed in such a long time and he took a break. But this video is going to remind you that he still has it, right? So in this first one that we're going to watch, we're going to be watching Team Rossi versus Team Xander. Again, I guess they drafted teams and whatnot, and the whole background of this round doesn't necessarily matter. It's just the ending part that we need to see. So a bunch of stuff goes down. SicK ends up with the spike in defender spawn, uses his Immortal to get over and rotate to A quickly. Now we're in a 3v1 retake. We have Killjoy at 1 HP, Omen at about half, and Jet's got a little bit of chip damage on her. Now this is the first mistake. Now if you know that Omen is on site, and you know, I think, what is it, SicK tap the spike? If you know that Omen's on site, if you're Jet in this situation, you can't run and give him this 1v1 right here. This is the biggest mistake. You have no idea where Omen ulted. Sure, he's probably somewhere in A, but he could be in tree, he could be in heaven, he could be in A main, he could be top mid maybe, he could be anywhere, right? So when you're in this situation, you need to let Omen make the next move. And I believe this was the first mistake that led to SicK being able to clutch this round. So I want to play. Omen's looking for a kill, closes the door, swings, finds Shanks, peeking all by himself, really bad. Now, this is a really bad situation because Killjoy's 1 HP, Omen is half HP. This is extremely winnable if you're SicK. So he decides to smoke heaven to make it really awkward, right? So the enemies don't know where to put their crosshairs as they're coming out of the smoke. He dodges the turret, dodges the Omen paranoia. Again, he's just trying to use this wall, use this angle to isolate his ones. He knows they're retaking from heaven, and this is a really awkward angle to clear. Gets a really nasty spray transfer and gets two. So again, really well played by SicK. He was able to use his Omen ult to come from defender spawn over towards A. He was able to find his ones. He goes over to door, he closes it, see if anybody walks in. Shanks gave him the ones, and then he was able to isolate his angles and win the round for his team. So pretty good play by SicK. All right, so now we're gonna go back to the first game of the series where we're gonna see Chamber, or SicK on Chamber, I should say. And despite Chamber being nerfed, I still think that Haven is still one of his best maps. Again, he only has the one anchor, and I believe this is the one anchor that we're going to see most of the time being used from Chambers. So we could TP from A short over towards B if he can get out pretty safely, put a trip on B, trip on A, wherever he wants it. I think this half of the map is going to be Chambers' predominantly more played half of the map because of this interaction, right? Because of the way the map is laid out. You can throw your TPs anywhere here, go short. You can put your TP somewhere. A long is a bit harder, right? I guess you could put your TP here, maybe like a trip here. But again, if the enemies are running it up short, you're probably going to die. Again, I don't think Chamber's that bad. He got gutted, but I really do like the changes that Riot gave to him. And I still think he's pretty good. So while this is before Chamber was nerfed, I just want to show you how good SicK is. So he doesn't fall for the jump spot. He doesn't take the shot. He waits it out. He plays it patient, waits for the second person to swing him, and kills a Chamber being way too greedy. Now, this is really well played from Chamber, or from SicK. He realizes that because he conceded this angle, he no longer has this map control. But in return, he got a kill from it, the Chamber, right? Pretty valuable kill. Their flanks are open, yada, yada, yada. So right now, this entire part of the map is a big question mark. And if Chamber wants to safely get back onto this angle, he needs help from his teammates to use utility to get him back into this onto this angle, right? So you're gonna see, yo, Fade, can you eye long for me? All right, so he's just holding the angle. I guess Prowler, he's holding this. He knows somebody's here. He's just waiting, knows somebody could be here. Throws out an eye. Now when you see this eye come out, Chamber swings out even farther because he knows that nobody's in this area. And because this is such a big question mark, because this whole area of the map is a big question mark, Faye decides to use her ult in a very close game, a round that can potentially close out the game, to make sure nobody's in these areas, right? But as soon as this Fatal tags somebody, SicK knows that somebody could be in this cubby, doesn't know it's Omen, doesn't know that TP'd out, but he knows that somebody's in this area and he needs to be careful. So, pretty good util usage from the Fade and Chamber combined to try and make this play happen. So SicK's holding the angle, thinks somebody's in this cubby, swings out, finds Raze. Nobody's there to trade the Raze out. And yeah, just because Chamber doesn't have his TPs out doesn't mean that he can't get value out of the operator. So he's got 3 kills, 2 left, two players remaining, got the breach and the Fade. Maybe they think that Chamber walked away because he got the 2 kills and they think that he conceded this area. Well, little do they know, SicK is right around the corner getting ready to kill another. So again, he's holding the angle, he's not peeking, he's not doing anything over aggressive, he's not re-peeking into the angle, giving them a free kill. Swings out, gets another one, and then unfortunately he whiffs the last one. I was so devastated when I saw him whiff that one. It was leading up to such a nice ace, but unfortunately he doesn't get the last kill. But regardless, it was, SicK can play anything. Remember in the early days of Valorant, he was on the Phoenix, and he's on Skye, and now he's on Chamber. This dude can do it all, and I think Sentinels have their perfect 6th man in case anything happens. SicK should be able to fill in perfectly. All right, now for our last round that we're going to watch of SicK, we're going to watch him on Fracture. Now, again, this is before Chamber got nerfed, but again, I don't really think that this discredits anything that SicK does in this clip. I still think that he's a really good player, and it really shows off his fragging power, his fragging potential. And that's what you need out of a 6th man. You need somebody who can step in, have impact on no matter what role he plays, can play anything, and can frag out when doing so. So if you're looking towards B, pretty standard Chamber setup. Trip for B main, TP for to peek this arcade angle and then get out, obviously. And I still think a setup like this might be possible. Maybe if you throw your TP somewhere over here, maybe the trip has to go a little bit further up, but something like this could still work potentially. Not too sure, we'll have to see. But what is the Team Rosa? What is it? They're executing on the B site. Chamber, SicK, doing a good job. Gets his, gets out, peeks through the smoke, catches a Raze, headshots her at that, right? Really nice kill. But the job isn't finished, right? Still got a lot of round left to play. 4 versus 3 on the retake. Corey gets a really nice kill. Timmy's trying to find one with his operator. SicK finds another one peeking over the sage wall, and he wins the round. He wins the round for his team. Now they know Baby Cheese up in this corner. They know that he's stuck there. That was a really nice pre-fire. Let's watch that again. That was really nice. So again, nothing too crazy here. It was a Chamber popping off, but SicK is SicK. He's a really good player, and I don't know. I'm excited to see the Sentinels roster. I'm excited to see all these rosters. You're going to see a lot of my videos coming out, pretty soon, or all about these new rosters that we're going to see. Navi, all the teams. They look really good, and the competition is fierce. It's close, and it should be fun to watch. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. I know I did, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.